Hi, it's Dorothy Guining with Scrapbooking Quebec. Today I'm going to do my January 2021 layout share. And my approach was a bit different this month for two reasons. Number one, instead of creating a kit with a bunch of older material, what I did was I made my kit from this pile of unopened, untouched material that I pulled out of my stash at the beginning of the year. The idea was I better dig into this new stuff soon, or this was going to become old too. And number two, January was the first month I had a designer focus. So this was a commitment to focus on one main source of inspiration to truly benefit from it. And in January, I followed Janet Madison from RTS Scrapbooking on Patreon. And let me tell you, this was less of a commitment and more of an absolute gift to myself. I loved it. I'll talk a bit more about it throughout the layout share and more about it at the end of this video. I want to point out there are a bunch of links in the description box below, including to any layout process videos associated with this layout share. Also, I did have to cover up some of the photos. So this month I ended up making 24 pages and 14 of them were with Vicki Boutin's Storyteller collection. So this one here, the first 14 I'm going to show you are all from Vicki Boutin's Storyteller collection. There is a layout process video for this first one here, so it's linked up below. And I did it for the 6x6 mini paper pad class. This one here as well, there is a layout process video, so it's linked up below. I did it for the Punched Out Thursday to Die For collaboration, and in that one I spoke about grids. This one here, the page on the right, that is one of Janet Madison's base page designs, and she's known for that. Basically, she has a bunch of base page designs that you can make in advance. The idea is to scrapbook quickly and make beautiful pages. So in a moment, you're going to see I did the very same base page, but with different material and different photos. The page looks completely different. I'm showing you another one. The page two is one of my page designs. It's actually one of my go-to page two designs, I like to call them. But you can see the page on the left. It's the very same one as the one I showed you a moment ago. And in a moment, I'm going to show you them side by side just to give you an idea. They do look different, but they are the very same page design. So you can see I've just flipped it around. Again, different material, different photos, different orientation, and you can do it over and over again. Really, really fun. She has a whole playlist of them. Here's another one I did for the Punched Out Thursday to Die For collaboration. So for this one, I created all of my embellishments with a bunch of tools. So you can see that lion punch art. And that's the page I created to coordinate with it. That one there is hard for me to get my head around because I've got a printed paper background and I don't usually do that. This one here, I did it for the Scrapbook Nerd online shop, and I followed a sketch by Milena Widiwis, who is a sketch artist for the Scrapbook Nerd, and I featured that die from Elizabeth Craft Designs. So it's a planner die, a big U master wheel, super, super fun. As you can see, I'm still using the Vicki Boutin Storyteller collection. I really made a huge dent in it this month. These two as well are from the Vicki Boutin Storyteller collection. Really simple page design, but I do really like it actually. I find I really do like simple page designs. They're just very pleasing and restful to my eye. The page there on the left, that one I just did on YouTube for the collaboration Scrapbooking from the Heart, so you'll find a link to that in the description box below. And the page on the right, I created that with a Creative Memories page extension. It's called a peekaboo page, and I'm about to show it to you in a minute. Basically, it's a page protector or kind of like a pocket, and one side has adhesive on it, and you just adhere it to your page. It works really well. I did two of them this month. You're going to see another one in a moment. Anyway, I'm impressed. It's the first time I used that product. Here's the other one actually, and you can see my color palette has changed. Now I've moved on to Studio Light, their Ultimate Christmas collection, and I paired it with 49 and Market, the Sky collection. I thought the two worked really, really well together. Those two are different stories, but they are going to go side by side in my album. It was refreshing to have a different color palette after using so much of the Vicky Bouton, which I love. But anyway, again, this is from the same um, Studio Light collection. That one is new to me. That's why the words don't come out of my mouth freely. That one there is one of my base page designs, or what I like to call a go-to design. So I'm showing you the other page that I already showed you. It's the very same page design, but they look completely different. I think watching so much of Janet this month kind of inspired me to revisit some of my older page designs as well. This one here was inspired by a class I'm taking called 6x6 Paper Pad Sketches by Allison Davis at Scrapbook Generation. Now I'm changing material again. This one is from Photoplay Papers Heart and Home collection. This one here I did on YouTube, so there's a link below. It was for the Stretch the Sketch YouTube collaboration, where we take a 12 by 12 sketch and alter it. So I made a 2-page layout. And this one here, again, from the Photoplay Paper Heart and Home collection. And again, this one was inspired by the 6x6 paper pad class by Allison Davis at Scrapbook Generation. So there you have it, the 24 layouts I created this month. And while you see the still photos, I am going to talk a bit about Janet and my experience with a designer focus this month, because I absolutely loved it. Basically, I watched every Janet video that she published this month, which was about 4 a week. And in addition to that, I watched another 2 full playlists. She has upwards of 260 videos on her Patreon channel, which has only been running for a year. So she really does produce a lot of material. And she covers everything from organization, building page kits, how to shop smartly, creating pages, so much more. Anyway, it was really fun to watch her. And she's genuinely enthusiastic and passionate about her craft. So not only was I even more motivated to scrapbook, and that's saying something because I am very motivated to scrapbook, but she seems to make scrapbooking easier, and I can't really describe how. Not only does she share great tips, obviously that's one thing, but she seems to make it fun, number one, and she seems to make it so that you don't overthink it. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but I can tell you she makes scrapbooking easier. All of this, honestly, is for $1 a month. Now, I'm not here to sell it to you. I'm just reporting what I'm experiencing. I'm a Canadian. Last month, it cost me $1.33 for her channel for the month. That was with the exchange and tax. I honestly don't think I can buy a pack of gum for that. And what I got from it was absolutely amazing. Anyway, you're going to see more Janet influence in my pages in February. There's no question about it. Even though I will be moving on to a different designer focus, I'll still be watching RTS scrapbooking. Also, I put links below, number one, to her YouTube channel. She's no longer active on it, but it's still there. You can get an idea for sure. There's tons of videos there, and I will put a link to Patreon as well. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic day. I'm going to be back tomorrow with my February kit share, as well as my designer focus for February. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.